So, Hari Om everyone. Let us pick up from where we left off. We were talking of looking at the Sthita Prajna Lakshana in the second chapter of the Gita, Sankhya Yoga. And we were looking at how one falls if one is not careful with the senses, how it takes us downward and downward. If you are on the path of sadhana, it's horrible. It's really a great fall. So we did this 64th shloka, I think we did. Ragadvesha vyuktaistu vishayan indriyascharan atmavashyer vidheyatma prasadam adhigacchati. Oh, this is the next one. This is the rise. The fall ended here. Krodhat bhavati sammohaha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha, smrtit bhramshat buddhinashaha, buddhinashaha pranashyati. So how just a little desire which sprouts in the heart can take us all the way up to destruction, complete, pranashyati, perishes, entire that whole viveka, everything perishes, and there is nothing redeeming about this whole process. Then the next sloka, Bhagavan tells us the opposite of it. So what do I have to do? Ragadvesha viyustaistu. Tu means on the other hand, Ragadvesha vimuktaistu. That is the one who has no raga and dvesha, the one who is in control of himself. Vishayan indriyaishcharan. Not that this person who doesn't have a raga dvesha, that he's locked himself up in a room. That's not it. He's indriyaishcharan, vishayan indriyaishcharan. His indriyas, his senses are also looking outward only like the rest of us. He's moving about in the world. But his senses are, his mind is under complete control. That raga dvesha is under complete control. Atmavashyehi vidheyatma. Why? Because he is controlled. Atmavashyehi. He has given his mind to his atma. And he is vidheyatma. He has surrendered his mind. Same thing has been repeated by Krishna. To stress how important is to deposit the mind in the right place. Not outward in the senses, but inward inside the Atma. Prasadam adhigacchati. Such a person, he is peaceful. Prasada here means peace, prasannata. So this is the status of a Jivan Mukta. Even though he is like the rest of us, he is Vishayan Indriyeshcharan. His Indriyas are also roaming about in the world. On the face of it, he is also going shopping. He is also going out and having a good time. He's eating out. Everything he's doing. But he is completely untouched. It's all the activities are on the surface. And he is prasadam. He is very happy all the time. Any thoughts on this? What can we share about this? Prasadam adhigacchati. So it's a regular meditator can come to this sthiti. Peaceful, cheerful. And you know why? The secret is why he is able to do that. Yes, this is a good question to ask. Why is this Jivan Mukta able to wander in the world and yet not get either attracted or repulsed? Why? His Atma is, his mind is in the Atma. That is fine. But what is his attitude?
Detachment from the result or detachment from whatever they're doing, they just do as karma.
Yes, correct. That is one. But when you're looking at the world, what does he see? Yes, Suma.
Maybe Jagat is like Mithya, and he knows that everything is Mithya Jagat, and Brahman is the only Satya.
Correct. Yes.
So he sees the world from the universal consciousness.
He sees, and so what happens when you see the world from the universal consciousness?
So everything is same. There is no difference between him and the world.
That's it. Everything is God or Brahman or me or whatever you want to call it. He does not see any, there is no other. There is no separation. Oh, I am here. There is no muddy also. Muddy means I don't want to touch the world with my senses. No, because they are also me. See, there's a very lovely anecdote of Janaka Maharaja. That is Lord Rama's father-in-law. When he first set his eyes on Rama and Lakshmana, when they came for the Swayamvara, he says, my mind was automatically attracted to Rama. And I am a Raga Dvesha Vimuktaha. Okay, he is only telling, he tells Vasishta. Who is that? Vishwamitra, who comes with the young boys. See, I'm so untouched by the world, and yet my mind was attracted to this figure of Sri Ramachandra. That means he must be Brahman only. That is the conclusion he comes. If my mind is going towards that boy, it means he must be nothing else than God. Otherwise, my mind will not stray at all. See, they know everything is Brahman, but they know it's also an appearance. These Jivan Muktas, everything is consciousness, everything is God, but still that this is Mithyatva is also there. But when this Janaka saw Rama, he said, this is the real stuff. He's not Mithya, he is God. Like that, they're so established that, such a beautiful state, even to imagine that state. If I am attracted in the world, it is because it is God. That is the state. Otherwise, I'm just walking, yes, all the play of consciousness, everything is happening. So that is that prasannata, prasadam, adhigacchati. So the usual example is of a lotus. Or even better, it's a fish. The fish is completely immersed in water. In all the whatever the kind of water it is swimming in, slush, slime, pond. But when it comes out, its skin is shimmering. Have you noticed? Nothing sticks to the skin of the fish. Inside, in and through the slimy, slushy water, nothing sticks to the fish. That it has got a blessing. The fish, nothing sticks to. It is shimmering in the sunlight when it comes out. So that is the status of a Jivan Mukta. So what should govern my actions in the world? Viveka. First and foremost, Viveka. What Viveka? When I'm looking at the world, what is the Viveka that I should employ? There are so many, we have done prakriyas. Viveka. Atma, Anatma, Viveka. This is Atma, this is Anatma. Jada Chetana Viveka. When we are looking. And then right behind should come Bhakti. Everything is God. So both are necessary. Both has to be employed when the time is, when it calls for it. We should be able to say neti, neti, neti also, and then iti, iti, iti also. So Viveka and Bhakti both should go hand in hand, say the Mahatmas. For example, if I have been, see, Raga Dvesha Vimuktaha, what do they do? Suppose I am offered something, a food. I have gone somewhere, I am a guest at someone's place, and I offered some food that I don't really prefer. What do? I cannot say, I don't eat this, and I cannot insult the person, I cannot push it away. We have to just take it as prasada. I think we all perfectly do that also. We don't insult anyone or reject anything. But that prasannata, it is just an example of food. But when life offers me something I don't prefer, I should have the same prasannata within me. Okay, it is a prasadam. Prasadam adhigacchati. It is a prasada of the Lord. So I just take it. There that raga dvesha, I should not say dvesha. There I should not say this I prefer, I don't prefer. This preference and no preference should really be absolutely away from my that Viveka should be there. What should be accepted, what should not be. But that it is not due to Raga or Dvesha, but just due to Viveka. Reject the Anatma, but have bhakti. Whatever is offered, accept it as the Lord. Okay. Then we shall go. I think we have done this already, but yet we did it again. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyopajaayate prasanna chetaso hyashuhu buddhih paryavatishthate. Same point. In that place, all the planes are destroyed. When I have the prasada buddhi, sarva dukkhanam hanihi upajayate. Everything is gone. There is no dukkha. Because I have prasada buddhi. Prasanna chetasaha. Buddhihi paryavatishthate. Intellect of the tranquil minded person will, when I practice, it has to be a deliberate practice. I have to practice being happy in all situations. Then it will become a habit. This prasada buddhi is really the only medicine for bhavaroga, isn't it? See, in the Jiva Srushti, what are we doing in Jiva Srushti, people? We know there is Ishvara Srushti and there is Jiva Srushti. Can we know that what is the difference between the two? Can someone pitch in? What is Jiva Srushti? What is Ishvara Srushti? Yes.
Jiva Srishti is the world or thought created by the Jivas, and the Ishvara Srishti is the world around the outside world created by Ishvara.
Example. Give
The
example.
dream world, in dream world, we can create, the Jiva can create all kind of things.
Okay, that is one angle. Yeah, Indra, you want to give an example to clarify how you put it?
Yeah, the Ishvara Srishti is the water, air, space, and the whole thing, the world. That is Ishvara Srishti. And Jiva Srishti is the thoughts and the happiness, anger, or whatever be created by the Jiva.
Okay. To give an example, how I look at the world is not the same way how someone else looks at the world, isn't it, Suma? See, there's a cow.
Yeah.
So that is the famous example given by all these Vedantins. How does a butcher look at a cow? What is the
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
For him, just making money.
it is.
And then,
Yeah, it's good meat. It's a well-fed cow.
yes,
So
that's it.
yeah, it's money. And for milkman, milk.
Yeah, how much milk? Yeah.
For Sanatani, cow puja. We want to go into
Yeah.
puja. So the cow is cow. It is Ishvara Shukti. It is what it is.
Okay, okay.
Right?
Yes, yes.
Jiva Srushti is how I, with my lens of Raga
Okay,
Dvesha, how I look at the world is Jiva Srushti. Okay. This is so important, right? This is so important.
Yes.
The world is just what it is. But how I look at it, that Jiva as me with my whole, my Vasana package, my Vedanta, everything. How I look at the world, that is Jiva Srushti. So, this Raga Dvesha lens, this is influenced by three things. Adi Bhautika, Adi Daivika, and Adhyatmika. Tapatraya, it is called. Tapatraya. 3 times of tapas we have got. So, Bhautika, we have been through this several times, yet it is good to revisit than always. So, what is a Bhautika? The one which comes from the environment. Bhautika, rain. Somebody said it's raining at my place and people are ringing the bell. That is Adi Bhautika problems on the worldly level. Adi Daivika. Adi Daivika problems are what? Again, they are all acts of God which we cannot help. Adi Daivika problems. Bhautika is all these, very, very physical worldly problems. Daivika is the unknown problems that we face in the world. And then Adhyatmika. Adhyatmika is my own mind creates problems. These are the three kinds of problems. Among this, which can we control? Can we control Bhautika? Can we control Daivika? Can we control Adhyatmika? Which one you think are we in control of?
Adhyatmika.
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 So people agree that it's Adhyatmika. But is it 100% possible controlling the mind?
It depends on what we are controlling.
Yeah, degree of sadhana one has done.
Yeah.
So for
And also
Hmm.
what it is related to. Illness, certain illness we cannot control. It comes into the body. Probably our suffering, anxiety, or mental anguish, all we can control or something like that.
Yes, with a lot of sadhana, the mind can be, with viveka, it can be told. All the things can be told to the mind, but it really doesn't go away 100% unless one is a Jivan Mukta. It is very difficult. So here, 65 in the shloka, what Krishna is saying is prasada. That mana prasada is the Sanjivani booty. Accept everything as prasada. Manas also, we cannot completely clean it up. It can never, the nature of the mind is it things sticks to the mind. So we have to work with it. We have to live with it. We have to work around it. We have to treat it as a little child. So that prasada attitude is the sanjeevini, which is going to help it. That is the booty which is going to cure all illness. And we actually adopt to it very happily, very easily also, because the mind papa doesn't want to get disturbed. I try to find a balance wherever I go. For example, children, our own children who go to the hostel, go away to some other alien country and start living, how they quickly adjust, no? They'll make adjustments in their expectations, in how they look at things in the hostel life. Food is bad, or the internet connection is not too great, or there's a leaky roof. This same tapa, this is a tapatraya only. These three are tapatraya only. Food is bad, internet is not happening, and then there's a leaky roof. This tapa will affect all the children in the hostel. It is the same conditions, yet how one reacts to it is because of manah prasada of each and every child. The degree of equanimity the child himself or herself possesses, that is the game changer. So yes, so Adi Bhautika, Daivika, Adhyatmika. The Adhyatmika is the one we can tackle. With what? Not by eliminating the mind, but by prasada buddhi. That is what it is. So what is the benefit of a peaceful mind? Jnana. It is ready to receive the jnana. A child who is in the hostel for IIT, when all the other, these three are eliminated from the child's head, he is ready to sit in the class and absorb the jnana. For everything, a clear mind is absolutely necessary. Nothing can be accomplished in the world without a steady, clear mind, least of all jnana, least of all Vedanta jnana. That is why this mind is the game changer. Game changer for everyone. Na Nasti buddhirayuktasya na cha yuktasya bhavana na cha bhavayata shantir ashantasya kutas sukham. Where is the shanti for the ashantaha? Ashantasya kutas sukham. For one who has no peace, there cannot be peace. That is what we just discussed. Nasti buddhi ayuktasya. Yuktaha, the one yuktaha in Krishna uses the term yuktaha in the sense the one who is established in the self. Yuktaha. Or in karma yoga or in bhakti yoga. Someone who is established in the self in some manner. Yuktaha. Yukta asita mat paraha. That is also one phrase Krishna uses. Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya. The one who is not established, na asti buddhihi. He doesn't have any buddhi means this jnana. He has no knowledge of the self for the one who is not steady. And na bhavana. He cannot have no meditation also. Nacha bhavayataha shantihi. For the unmeditative, there is no pace. Ashantasya kutas sukham. Same thing the Bhagavan is telling us again and again and again. If your mind is not peaceful, you will have nothing. You can achieve nothing in the world. Even if you achieve, it will all be very destructive in nature. I am watching this serial Kurukshetra on Netflix, animated series. I'm sure people are aware of it.
Yeah.
No? And that
Yeah,
again,
it's very good.
it's
Yeah, I
very well
watched it
done.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The animation is good, the bhasha, the
Yeah.
language is good, and it is properly represented. Everything is there, but something hit me, when I was watching. It's not as if we don't know the story of the Mahabharata. Yet, when I was watching it, something really hit me very hard. What are your thoughts on the Mahabharata? Come on, let us all share. What is that one thing, that comes to mind when you think of the Mahabharata?
For me, always it's like the Draupadi's husbands could not protect her.
True.
That's the one thing.
True. Yeah. Please, everyone share whatever little things you can think of. What strikes you because we have heard the story of the Mahabharata 1,000 times in our lifetime. So something should leap out to me, which it did when recently I was sorry. Yes, Anu.
For me, it strikes because all this 18 days war which happened and Dharma, he came for Dharma itself. And that's what he teaches all through the particular time about Dharma only. Yeah, it's more about, that's
Dharma.
what yeah.
Okay.
Draupadi's happens because of that, all this happens. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyone else? Any insight about any random insight you have about the Mahabharata? Please share.
If we hold on to the Lord,
Huh.
the path is God will show us the path, how to go.
Correct. Pandava Paksha, he is called.
Pandava Paksha.
God is called as Pandava Paksha. Yes, he takes the. Okay. Then, Inyaro, please share. It's very interesting to know how we look at Mahabharata. After all these Vedanta Patha that we have, has anything changed in the way I look at it?
Purnima ji, for me, it's like, in mind, so many Mahabharatas will be happening many a times. Like, so many thoughts will bombard in any situations or, tough situations. So it's like, it gives answer. Basically, the Bhagwan is giving answer for, if you are in a situation, how you should be or how your mind should be. That is what I have seen.
Okay. Correct. Anyone else?
And one more big thing, what we've been learning now is to do our duty and not expect any fruit. That's an ongoing process. We keep learning around this teachings of Bhagavad Gita. Yeah.
Karmanyeva adhikaraste. Right. Yes.
All the complete destruction was because of the greediness of Dhritarashtra. He has eyes but no vision. That is he ajnana.
Correct.
He has eyes but no vision because ajnana is there inside him.
Yes, Purnima. Correct. That's Purnima, no? Who spoke? Correct.
Yes, ma'am.
That patti on his eyes was Ajnana only. Ajnana patti, which made him very greedy. This, that. So many things happened. Okay. Very nice.
See, the
Even
moha,
Yes, Anupama.
the moha means any moha, putra moha, the moha for, power, everything leads to not only the destruction of a family, but the entire kingdom. On the other hand, the faith, the bhakti and surrender towards Bhagavan by Kunti, that actually saved her family, and not only her family, the entire world. Actually, the greed, the moha for power started from Shantanu and Satyavati.
Correct. Yes, the seed was sown by them. Very true, very true.
The other touching was about Abhimanyu, like, he was so courageous, and all of the rest of them were great warriors who had knowledge, and so many people against one, like.
Right. Correct. Yeah. Yeah.
In Satyavati, I mean Vyasa, because of Vyasa, all these three were born, right? Vidura, Dhritarashtra, and Pandu. So the same situation, how each one of them looks at it, made the entire story.
Correct. Vidura was the only noble person in the entire story.
I know.
Whose son was Vidura? Whose Amsha?
That is Dasi.
No,
And
no, no.
Acha, Vidura. Oh, I don't know, Purnimaji.
Yamadharmaraja.
Correct. He's the son
Oh,
of,
wow.
he's the Amsha, he's Yamadharma Raja who was cursed.
Okay.
There's a nice story behind it. Anupama, do you know why Vidura was born? Like why Yamadharma Raja had to be born? This apparently this Yamadharma Raja, remembering Nirmala and telling the story. So once a sage, who was a great tapasvi, he came to a horrible death. There is some story like that. He came to a very horrible death, and he goes to Yama. When he meets Yama, he asks him, "Why did you give me such a bad death? You know, my whole life is full of tapasya, evo, and all that. I should be liberated and not being given this type of death." So Yama says, as a child, you had stepped on an ant deliberately, and you had made that ant suffer. So you had to, this is what you had to, that papa karma has come to you. So the sage was extremely angry. He said, a child, what does a child know? How does the child has viveka that if I do this, the ant is going to get hurt? What will a child know? You cannot mete out, punishments to what I have done as a child. You are unfit to hold this place as Dharma Raja, Yama Dharma Raja, because you don't seem to have Viveka only. And so I curse you. You have to go down and on earth and see in you, but in your own presence, horrible things will be happening. You have to see that. So that is how he gets cursed. And so Vidura is born. This is the story which comes in the Bhagavad. Okay. So we were going back to the same question. What about the Mahabharata struck me when see all the things that you have all said absolutely perfectly. That is what we all think when the Mahabharata is presented. But lately it struck me that not a single character in that thing is happy, isn't it? Nobody is happy, Baba. Everybody has problems, 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 problems. And where is the justice? All these Pandavas, yes, of course, Krishna was with them all the time. But their suffering was so huge. And here Krishna goes on telling, if you are with me, you will be happy, prasadam adhigacchati, and all that he's saying. How will I believe him? He was with the Pandavas all along. Don't you feel that's a contrast? What all they had to go through. My God, we start recalling the stories, no end only. These Pandavas subjected to so much. And even on the battlefield, how much tension, how much conflict. Who was peaceful, you tell me, among all these characters? No one. And my main peeve is with Krishna with them all along, dukkha, 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 dukkha only. Is there any answer to this, people? What do you feel?
Purnimaji, sometimes the way it is portrayed gives us an impression that it is dukkha. When we see Ramanand Sagar's Ramayana, we all feel that all the 14 years they were like lamenting and they were having some troubles and all those things. But when you read Valmiki Ramayana, there are some phrases which says that Rama, how they enjoyed their while Vanavasa. So in the same way, when we see Krishna's episodes and all, it is all fun filled. How it is how it is portrayed. Though he had lot of troubles, how he see the things.
From Krishna's point of view, his antics were very. He was just eating demons for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah. That is
So
as.
in this, correct. So in Mahabharata, all through the lives of Pandavas, though they are having lot of struggles, Kunti always sees hold on to the Bhagwan's feet, right?
Yeah.
So that is the one thing that gave us their victory.
Yeah. Kunti said, even if I take 100 births, please give me trouble so that I remember you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct. Not a single person is happy. So with the troubles only, I will hold on to Bhagwan. What is this? I mean, it's kind of very convoluted, if you ask me.
But it is very convincing also. No, we also face all these things.
Absolutely correct. So just because Bhagwan is going around with me does not mean I will not have troubles. That's what I want to say. It is not that I'll be protected from all the things of the world, isn't it? Bhagwan is there, but I give more importance to that Bhagwan rather than the things that are happening in around me to me. If I think it's me, then things happening to me, I have to give them, I have to deal with them, but my focus has to be on Bhagwan. That is fine, but finally, what I concluded is in this world, one can never be truly, completely happy. Even with Bhagwan, I go around with Bhagwan, carrying him. It's impossible to expect happiness from the world. That is Vedanta. You don't look at the world for happiness at all. It's impossible. See, maybe in the Mahabharata, everything is exaggerated to the maximum. Fortunately, our lives, somewhere in the middle path, we are going, on track. I think that's the purpose is to shock us out of this notion that life is going to be, cozy. It won't. So, I mean, that's an extreme case that Mahabharata, Veda Vyasa has put everything there, and put maximum blockbuster he has done. Of course, life, for most of us, life will not be like that. But the bottom line is, the world will not give you happiness, no matter what. Even when God comes and stands beside you and handholds you, troubles are there. He will take care. But why? What is he taking care of? Troubles only. Of what else? So only one conclusion. This is all mithya. It cannot be real. Really. How can Bhagavan create a world with so much nonsense? It's all mithya only. It is all a play. One has to wake up from the dream and laugh. If I get involved in this dream, what is every character? So much conflict. Bhishma, Drona, Ashwathama. You look at that Kurukshetra, that series, it will come leaping at you. Every character's conflict is being highlighted. Like Kamla said, maybe that is what they have concentrated on. But it's all about ego, power play, it's ego and power play only, nothing else. Even the most, this Dharmaraya has his own problems. I am a Satyavadi, I will not tell a lie. So much baggage, mental baggage. Everyone is carrying that mental baggage. That hit me. My God, how much we go through life with all this baggage. So that is the nature of mind. That is the nature of life. The only way you can reconcile is this is all nonsense. Mithya only. It cannot be true. It cannot be my true nature. To be suffering like this all the time, it cannot be my true nature, really. Even though Bhagavan, all the Ramas and Krishnas and Ganeshas, everyone come also, there is problem. See, all these Pandavas are Daivamsha Sambhotas only. So powerful, such devatas, gods. Yet they are going through the moment you take this as real, I'm in trouble. That's what that hit me. They are all playing their roles. If they are playing their roles, it's fine. But they are taking it to their heart. Or that's how it is portrayed. Which we all do, no? How many times do I remember in the day that I'm playing a role? I honestly, I cannot count. Once also. It all seems very real. Can anyone remember that this is the role I'm playing? This is all mithya?
No.
No. Anyone, please, among us who can remember that? Or am I so involved in my day-to-day activities that yes, with bhakti only, but do I remember I'm playing a role? People, only when it comes to my neck, probably I will do that. Otherwise, when life is sailing along, no one remembers, isn't it? So that knowledge has to seep in really, really, really strongly. All the time I should be able to have that parda. This is a role, this is a role, this is a role. So that is what I was thinking when I was watching this Kurukshetra. Are Bapre, how much people are suffering with the Lord beside them. It's terrible. Okay. 67. Indriyanam hi charatam yanmano vidhiyate tadasya harati prajnam vayurnama vimambhasi. So here example is given by the Lord how a boat is tossed about on waters, stormy waters. How a boat is tossed about, my mind is also being tossed about. Why? Because of the movements of the mind only. Anything you want, anything about this? For the mind which follows in the wake of the wandering senses, it carries away discrimination. Viveka is being harati, it's gone. As the wind carries away a boat on the waters. That Viveka is the first one to be sacrificed when my mind is disturbed. So this whole Sitapragna Lakshana is about how Viveka is first sacrificed for a mind which is completely drawn by the situations around me. Viveka is gone. Very, very difficult to, in the Mahabharata itself, in the Kurukshetra itself, ultimately one cannot decide what is right and what is wrong. Dharmaraya is in that dilemma in the Yudhishthira. He goes on telling, when Krishna tells him to utter a lie, Ashwatthamaha hataha, so much conflict this Yudhishthira has. And the one who prided himself, he is also Amsha of Yamadharmaraya. So he is saying, I can no longer decide what is right and what is wrong, Bhagavan. He tells Krishna, I don't know what you are doing. Actually, doesn't that strike us also? When this Kurukshetra war, so many rules are flouted, so many things are happening. Can you really draw a line? This is Dharma, this is Adharma. God himself is redrawing the goalpost at every point. Isn't it? We cannot say this is right, this is wrong. Impossible. Time and again, how Karna, poor people have a lot of compassion for Karna. Isn't it? Who has got any point of view on this Karna? What do you think?
Actually, it's wrong. It's portrayed wrong, actually.
Portrayed wrong. Okay.
Portrayed wrong. He was the person who gave idea to bring Draupadi to the Sabha, and he was encouraging
Hmm.
Duryodhana. And in all the thing he says is that he was insulted, and all the stories behind what he justifies himself, that I was insulted, I was not considered and all.
Correct.
And even at the death time, he asks Krishna what was the mistake I did. So and at that time Krishna says, you say that born and given away, but I also I being I born in a jail, being
Ah,
a prince, but I born in jail, and I was grew up with
always
all
attacked. His life was always attacked.
I always had threatened, and you at least had education. He
Yes,
says that I was rejected. I was not Kshatriya, and so I was rejected to give education. Krishna says, I never had education uh, when I was in Gokula,
he never
and I was
had.
a Gopalaka, and all the things. Being God, he undergoes all the troubles natural people will go, and more than that he has. But he never uh, for that he never says that it is the reason I should go in a wrong path.
Correct.
Even then we have to go. It is a duty of every person to go in a right path, whatever comes.
Correct. Very nice. Very well said. The main problem with Karna was self-pity, isn't it? Like Purnima said, self-pity. Array, this happened to me. I was cheated. I was. So this self-pity is also a part of the mindset. I deserve better. That's also there all the time with us. That means there is lack of prasada buddhi, isn't it? Whatever my circumstance, this is what it is, and I have to accept it with prasada buddhi, which Karna did not do. Most of them didn't do. I mean, all characters except some Kunti and one Vidura, nobody had prasada buddhi. The entire, all the characters of the Mahabharata. So this prasada buddhi is of most importance. When I am in the dream, prasada buddhi has to be there. Otherwise, finish Kurukshetra every day. Okay. Vayur Nama Ivambhasi. My mind and Viveka will be carried away on the waters of samsara. 68, 69, 70, 71. Shall we take it up next class and finish it? It's already 7:56. Okay. What else, people, about the Mahabharata? Any insights about any of the characters? Helu Suma.
Oh no, it just came to me that Bhima killing Dushasana, like that was like even 100 Kauravas also. I don't know if all the Kauravas were bad, only like the.
There, say, okay, who can answer this? Were all the Kauravas bad?
Not.
What do you think, people? Did the Bhima have to go kill all of them?
So there was one person who fought with Pandavas.
Yuyutsu went to the other side. He was the
Yeah.
husband of Kautela. He is not he is not Dhritarashtra's or Gandhari's son, whatever. He's
Oh, okay.
Gandhari's son. He's from another wife. Yuyutsu. These Gandhari's children, 100 children. Yes, Suma?
No, I was wondering
Yeah.
where everyone went.
See, none of them protested. No, that is the main thing. When Draupadi was being disrobed, did anyone take any? They were all supporting this. That's why everyone in the court, including the Pandavas.
Yeah, the first fault is Pandavas. I feel like that was that Yudhishthira. He didn't have to play that Jujata Avashakate Lila. He could have drawn a line after certain thing. No, I am not going to do it.
Yeah.
But he just continued.
Yeah.
And
So all the people who were just sitting there and looking at this
like,
atrocity.
how can you keep your own wife Jujata? Like it doesn't make any sense at
Viveka.
all.
That Vayurnama Ivambasi, this Viveka had gone completely. Viveka was gone. So even with God sitting by your side, if I don't use my Viveka, I'm going to suffer. So that is why the Pandavas also had to suffer. They were equally culpable.
Yes. None of the brothers could even protest like what you're doing is wrong. Someone could have advised like, oh no, this is not right. We should not be doing it.
So like Karna, they all had justification why they didn't do anything. They kept on justifying, oh no, my brother is the ultimate. I have to listen to him. I cannot, now that is the king's dharma to play. When you're invited to play, you have to go. All these logics were happening in everybody's head. Except Viveka, everything was happening.
Yeah.
So that was my conclusion. Because even the God was there by their side, yes, but they had to go through all this too much of trouble because they didn't have Viveka. And also they were too much involved in this whole process. They forgot that Vedanta class. They forgot that it's all a game or something. I don't know. When we do too much Vedanta, all these things will come to the head, I think. Anyway, it was quite disturbing actually. Then I said, why am I taking this seriously? It is all mithya anyway. So that was what happened. All right.
For me, like almost like 2 days when I watched the Abhimanyu thing, like I couldn't sleep. Like, oh my
Really,
goodness.
truly, you're so right. My mother also, Papa, she's 88. She said, Abhimanyu episode naan nodlilla. Bejaragatte. It was so bad. So, yes. So, see how even fiction affects us, no?
Yeah.
Mind, even the fiction we are not able to separate as, this is mithya. Forget about our own life. How much sadhana we have to do? What is the way out?
So yesterday, I was thinking, Purnimaji, when I scold my daughter, after some time, no, I feel so sorry for her, and I'll do something to please her. Okay.
Correct.
So what happens with that? Why this is not happening when I am doing something wrong? For everybody, we are getting a karmic effect, right? So I was thinking, how is it happening? Then I got to a conclusion that because for God, everybody is his daughter or son's, right? So if you hurt other one, for the other one, he is playing to us, right?
That's a nice, beautiful insight. Correct. He is consoling the other one. Me. Very nice. Yeah. So, yes. All these explanations are for a balm for the mind. But the bottom line is Brahma Satya, Jagan Mithya, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. I think we will settle for that. We will work towards that and be peaceful. Like Krishna, who was born in a jail, his life was threatened from the very day of his birth. Abba, what a lovely smile on his face all the time. So that is my nature. That's a beautiful thought. That's actually my nature. Satchidananda is my nature. And I have to reclaim it. That is the bottom line. Then only I can laugh. Then only I can be peaceful and smile in this world. Okay. So we shall meet next class. We can finish the Sita Prajna Lakshana and one point of what what happened in the Sankhya Yoga, and we can close. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವ ನಾನೇ. ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ ಶಿವೋಹಂ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮಂತ್ರ. ನಾನೆಂಬುದು ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಈ ದೇಹ ಮನ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದಾತ್ಮ ಶಿವ ನಾನೇ. Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. That is the only place which is untouched by the world. Satchidananda Atma Shiva. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Lokaha samastaha sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. So with Guru's grace, let us get to that place where